Hi, my name is Lucky Mxolisa, known as Mr. Gates. I'm the founder and the chairperson of the organization or the foundation called Men Up. And we are here to address the issues of gender-based violence and drug abuse.
Sipho Zitha, I'm part of the Men Up organization, and my role is to ensure that the organization gets skills development, and as we approach or as we address issues of gender-based violence.
Men Up was officially launched in 2018. Men Up is an organization that deals with the issues of men. When we talk of issues of men, remember we are living in a society where women are empowered. So we came to a space as a foundation to try and close the gap between the men and the women. To say men, they are not always perpetrators of gender-based violence, but they are also victims of gender-based violence. That is why we are in the space to address those issues, to try and resolve those issues of men, where you find man kills the whole family, kill himself at the end of the day, the issue of the gender-based violence. So now we are in the space to try and accommodate the men, to say, come, this is the platform, we can talk, we can assist one another, we can see how we can take you to another level. Even though you are abused, but how can you live in that environment? How can you take to another step? Don't kill the people. It's not a solution to kill anyone for the reason of gender-based violence.
Yeah, I think what my brother here is also emphasizing, or let me just, over and above what he has said, let me emphasize the fact that we have to understand the drivers of gender-based violence. One, there's issue of culture. Two, there's issue of the psychological factors that are contributing. You also have, but what seems to be a biggest issue in as far as men's role in gender-based violence is socio-cultural factors. How we are brought up as men, how we are parented as men. What do we get to understand when we become men? So those are the issues that we say as Men Up. We appreciate, we acknowledge that we are in this space and we need to find solutions together. So we are saying to men outside there, let us come together, let us stand up, let us contribute in finding solutions. And the solutions that we are looking for are solutions that are informed by conflict, better conflict resolution skills, or alternative conflict resolutions mechanisms. So we are saying we appreciate, we might have grown up like that, we were taught like that, but we realize that things need to be corrected. We need to take a way that would not result into death or harm of another person.
Actually, we've been working with many clients or other organizations as Men Up, including your Sanka, your Lifeline, where we assist people, those that they need counseling. We refer them to those organizations. We've been working with them, and we've been working with other lot of organizations across the province in Mpumalanga. Though we have challenges that we might have is that when we have our dialogues, because we normally have dialogues, when we have dialogues, we don't have much support from abobaba uthola ukuthi banale kusasenalo kuba stigmatized ukuthi ngabe siya kohlangana lapha simadoda ngokukhuluma nabani ngibani dotolalela inkulumo yami unani ubaluleke ngani kusasena that thing as bobaba ukuthi angeke ngitshelwe ngilenye indoda ukuthi ngirana njani ikhala lami or kufuna ngendeni in my territory. Because remember, when we talk of gender-based violence, it's not only in a household setup, but we are talking it even emsebentini la usebenta khona, estradini la uphila khona, egroundini ngabudlala ibhola. There's a lot of things that laga flue noma laga pusha lendo ye gender-based violence. So it is then important with Sipho Baba sihlangane and we discuss these issues Sipho Baba to help one another. We do have challenges though where we find when we call Bobabe ba expect ukuthi mobabitile banike inyama ubanike something to drink, and which as an organization now we are still not yet funded by anyone. So if you need to buy food for them or meat, then we must sit to eat with Zitha and the other colleagues that we are working with as Men Up. We contribute money, we buy water for them so that we cannot call Bobabe Slangane, there's no water, there's no meat, and we try by all means to have that. And sometimes the venue that you are using, it's outdoor. Because Bobabe, they don't like a setup, later figure, even a formal setup, but bafuna klala like a park, bafuna klala like a shisanyama, bafuna klala like in those open places. Now you have to have a tent. Then to hire a tent, it becomes then a challenge. But then even though the challenges are there, we are still trying to make sure that we are continuing and help one another as men.
Yeah, I think maybe to add on what my brother is emphasizing here, yes, we do have challenges, but I must emphasize that we are able to at least once per quarter provide a platform where men meet and have a dialogue on issues of gender-based violence. So for the period 2020, we've already had the whole 4 of our dialogues, where we meet, as he has emphasized, that we meet wherever. We even go to a tavern or anywhere. If you get 4, 5, 10, 20 men to sit and listen to our keynote speaker addressing them, after that, you see men beginning to take contact details. And what comes after that, what I found very much impressive or interesting, is we are then called to intervene in family disputes. So that man now knows that I can call these people, they can come and listen to me and advise me. So we are not only going out to the outdoors, but eventually we are called indoors to sit and listen and then provide the referrals that he has mentioned, or even provide, in my case, because of my background in psychology counseling, I'm able then to tap into that space. But then I'm also having social workers that we work with, psychologists that we work with. We immediately then get those people to come into the space, and immediately you'll see that the alternative conflict resolution mechanisms that we are speaking, then you find them just like that.
Yeah, indeed. Just to add on that, as my brother was saying, it's true. We've experienced a lot of challenges as much as we are going with these dialogues that emerge, and most of the time, men, they don't want to speak from the platform. But after we have left, we receive a lot of calls where people, they start calling to say, hey, I've got a challenge here. I'm denied access to my kids, but I'm expected to pay money every month to maintenance. How do we do that? And then we take that, we refer to your relevant stakeholders that are dealing with that. So now, what we are saying there, we say, we really want people to come on board. We're expecting to have a lot of sponsors, people that will come, that are saying, we don't want to see gender-based violence in the community. We don't want to see the dying of men. As the statistics are showing us now, that every day you find 18 men that commit suicides. Now the question is, why they commit suicide? Now you need to go down and find out why are they committing suicide. And immediately you find that, then you'll be able to assist another man, so that you cannot kill yourself just because you have denied access to your child. There is a platform that can assist you, that you get access to your child, you can maintain your child, you can continue with life after that. So we are calling for all sponsors, for everyone that is willing to assist us to come on board to help the men as we are going to our dialogues. Next year we are continuing every quarter. We are making sure that we have a dialogue where we sit as men across the province. Anywhere where we are called that there is a need, we are going there to assist those men there. We are not limited by space or radius into say around Bombela, but we are going as far as Nkomazi, as far as your Emelo, Bushbuck Ridge, wherever that we are needed, we are going there to assist. Because we are working also, I'm also a chairperson, Hlanzeni District Men Sector. So that's where we find another organizations of men. So we work with them so that it is easy to go out, as Mr. Zitha is a secretary in that platform of men's sector.
Thank you, sir. What maybe in conclusion I would like to emphasize is that as men, let us begin to realize that we are from a past that has always been characterized by a particular definition of what a man is. And we are now in a space where that needs to be redefined. A man in the past, yes, we were expected to go out into the field, in the war, face lions and that, and then women would be staying home. Now, because we are in a different space, we say culture is something that is not static. So our culture should respond to the current environment. In the current environment, which seeks us as men to begin to have a paradigm shift in as far as what exactly a man is. And when we begin to find a new definition of what a man is, then we'll begin to realize that we can also find solutions in as far as